Hey, what's up, everyone? Nate James here. Going to talk a little bit about the recent nerf to Warsong Commander. Patron Warrior's dead. Hooray! Insert laugh here. But no, seriously, folks. I basically want to give a little synopsis of my opinion, basically, on, you know, not just why the nerf. Everybody knows why the nerf because Patron Warrior's just everywhere, and it's not the best deck ever made, but it certainly represents a huge portion of the meta. But mostly, why the card was nerfed, Warsong Commander, nerfed completely into oblivion. I mean, the card is absolutely shitty, and it's not playable in anything right now. And the reason for that, I am going to make a claim here, is that this is not the final iteration of the card. This is just a placeholding nerf. Now, unlike in other TCG games like Magic the Gathering or something like that, you can actually change the text of cards here in Hearthstone, and you can adjust them to balance the current format or how the game is progressing over the last, couple years. And it's not that Patron Warrior was so dominant, or necessarily that it had a really good win ratio without very many bad matchups at all, maybe a couple at best. But it's the fact that so much of the meta was featuring Patron Warrior is why the nerf eventually came. I mean, when a huge percentage of the field is the same deck, everybody has to prepare for that deck. There's no real big room for innovation there when there could be. Now, you play against any warrior in a tournament like that, you're 90% sure you're going to be playing against patrons, and you'll have to be playing accordingly. And you'll probably have cards in your deck to, that are going to be effective against the deck, because you had to put them in there anyway, because the high percentage of matches are going to be against patrons. So I think Blizzard is catching on to where this is unlike other games, that a huge representation of a single deck is very unhealthy for a format and a meta. And so that's no surprise why they actually nerfed something out of the deck to make the deck unviable. It's really your charge minions getting +1. That has no effect in the game whatsoever. There's not anywhere near enough charge minions, sorry. And just +1 attack, and without it having charge itself, it just doesn't make sense. Honestly, Warsong Commander is now worse than Raid Leader. And Raid Leader has no representation anywhere from anything I've been able to find. So that's why I say, with BlizzCon upon us very soon, there's going to be Hearthstone play going on there. It's going to be online, and everybody's going to be watching it, and people there are going to be playing it. They want a more, they just came out with an expansion. They want more involvement from the players to play decks and cards that aren't Grim Patron. Okay, they just want something that people can innovate and have fun, and maybe allow some of the cards they've actually made to be played more, it makes sense, and it's a really good idea on the part of Blizzard. After BlizzCon, this deck is going to have been dead. They'll have plenty of time to think about, what are they going to do later. But right now, like I said earlier, I think this is just a placeholder nerf for the Warsong Commander, because as a class card, it should be better than other cards with similar effects at its mana cost, and it's not only is it not even on par with those cards, it's just worse. I mean, Raid Leader giving all of your field besides it +1 attack, as opposed to just charge minions, which charge minions are very weak anyway, they're not going to survive. And I don't think Gromosh needs just one more attack, so they're going to do something else with it. What is it? I don't know. They probably don't even know, but I would look for it to be something warrior-related later. But as far as right now, it makes sense that they would just nerf it, not what they did to it. But again, that's all we can expect right now. They got a short window before BlizzCon, and I'm sure that's why it was nerfed, and why they just made it crappy. Instead of just taking it out of the game completely. So I think they've got bigger plans. Again, like I said, what they are, who knows? I'd love to hear what people speculate it might be, and, we'll see maybe who was right later. But that's about it for now. Just wanted to go over it a little bit as to, maybe the reasoning behind it and the fact that I wouldn't get too comfortable with it being complete and absolute shit. So everybody have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.